Hello again and welcome to the Media Coach video tip. Today I'm going to be talking about how do you talk to somebody who disagrees with you. I know, we all have to do it at times, and sometimes we even seek it out because we like a bit of debate. But it can be tricky, particularly on social media, to come up against somebody who is just the completely opposite of your views, and you think, I've got nothing in common, what's the point? And if you don't want to do it, don't. So the first rule, I suppose, is if you don't want to engage, don't, because it's not going to be easy. If you do want to engage though, the first thing I always try and do is to find some level of agreement, something that we can agree on. Because if we can agree on something, if we can set a kind of baseline, then maybe we can move on from there, even if we're currently on different sides of the debate. And there's always something you can agree on. It may not be something that you are talking about in this particular debate. It may be something external to that, but there's always a point of contact, a point where you can agree. So having found something that you agree on, then think how you're having that dialogue. I always want to try and understand how they came to that view. So frankly, I ask them that question. Tell me how you form those views. Tell me why you think that. What's the background? And try and tell some stories yourself if they come back to you with the same sort of question. Stories always help because, again, they're a bit external. It's not you investing yourself in it. It's you relating an incident, perhaps, how you came to that point of view. And if you can encourage them to do the same sort of thing, so much the better. And thirdly, try and avoid one little word, and the word is but. As soon as you hear yourself saying yes, but, it's an indication you're trying to force your opinion. You're trying to make your point. You're trying to suggest that they're wrong. So try and avoid the word but. Use and, or, well, that's interesting. Here's something else. Here's something here's the way that I view that, or here's how I see that. It can be quite difficult, and you can hear it in your head. But this, but that. But try and avoid saying it. So try and avoid the word but. And then at the end, you're probably going to want to agree to talk again soon. You're never going to conclude a debate. You may agree to differ and go your separate ways, in which case that's fine. But my view is try and keep the dialogue going. So firstly, decide that you want to engage. If you want to engage, try and find something in common between you and the other individual. When you've done that, try and tell stories, encourage them to talk about how they came to that view, deliver your point of view. And then lastly, avoid that word but, that little word that indicates you're trying to make your point and overrule theirs. And then lastly but one, agree to talk again. And if you get that dialogue going, then, well, maybe we can understand all of each other a little bit better. I wish you the very best of luck.